Howdy, howdy, welcome back. It's time for a garden tour, so we'll start on our inside seedlings. I just gave them a drink of yeast and sugar water. I mixed up, sat overnight. It's their first fertilization I've given them. And we're still missing some. Those are going to have to be replanted. So I have yet to do that. Let's go check out the other stuff we've got going on here. So I have these sweet potatoes in here. Now these containers will be coming up for sale. They usually put tulips in them for Easter. I've got some mint going there. I had to buy some. I don't think mine survived in that little red pot, so I'm just going to start some just in case. All right, the green stalk now. That pak choi is coming back strong. We've had temperatures down in the teens, well, 20s, low 20s again, I think. So, but we still have some lettuce coming up, some weed of some kind, little sprouts here and there. And that one, I went ahead and buried it deeper, and it's coming back strong. So, I think there's some spinach down there coming in. But it's a going. And then over here, we have the peas are coming back up. So we'll see what we get there. Then out here, I've covered this. This was turnips and beets. I think we're going to have to reconnect the hose. We were out of town again. This is actually my first look at the garden since we got back in town. So we've got I did see there's still some green under there. So I'm hoping that the beets and greens did well. We got a lot of rain last week. It looks like that's some green. And then the beets, I believe we're on the other side. But yeah, I'm just going to leave this covered. But we can hook the water back up now, and I can start watering that stuff again. Now that we're back in town, and now that the temperatures are hopefully going to stay above freezing for a while. And then I've got stuff to harvest. I've got a smoked turkey leg that I bought on sale after Thanksgiving, and I froze them. So I have a few. And then I actually have a turkey that I've dry brined overnight. And so I'll be cooking that turkey today. And I know, here we are. It's almost March, end of February. But it's cheap meat. It's good. I get a lot of good broth out of it. So we came back and this was uncovered in a weird position because these are all covered, but it all got loose. And it looks like there might be a little footprint out there, but that's okay. Nothing really. Doesn't look like anything was munched on at all here. So everything's looking good. And over there, well, I'm going to turn this off and put these bowls down, and we'll come back to checking out the other items under the other net. All right, there's the first row, and here is the second row. It's thriving. It's doing pretty well. Now, I left this surprise for y'all. We had seen it, but this is the first time seeing it up close and personal. But our broccoli, which we've been eating on the greens, and they're delicious, by the way. This is my first time growing broccoli, and I don't know if the head's brown like that until they get a little bit more mature. But they could have gotten hit by the frost, too. I don't know. I've never grown these before. But the good thing is that even if these did get hit by the frost and that's why they're that color. They also put outside broccoli shoots on this type of broccoli. So if you want to know what kind of broccoli that is, let me know in the comments and I can find out. But it's also in an older video. So dang, this is one green I didn't want in here, but that taproot's kind of proven hard to get to. There we go. But yeah, so everything's looking pretty good over here. Those two turnips are transplants. They did really well. I think that's what they are. Alright, so Chris has this one undone since we're harvesting too. So some of them look a little sad from the cloth. Well, it rained the night before pretty heavily and it was windy, so these may have even happened on 18, 17, 16, 15th maybe. So I forget when we left to go on our trip. But yeah, we'll be harvesting these leaves. Even on the broccoli, I've already harvested and cooked some of the broccoli leaves. And let me tell you, they were delicious. Any brassica leaves you can eat. Cauliflower, cabbage. You don't have to wait for it to head. So it's all edible. It's all edible. See, you can see underneath where, on the broccoli, where I'd picked leaves, the lower leaves. Yeah, they were very, very good. Very sweet. All the greens were very sweet because they've been through a couple snows. They've been through some extreme frost. So they have been very, very happy. So we will get to harvesting this. All right, here we are with the blueberries. They're looking mighty fine. They are. But we'll see. Last year we had a frost after they had blossomed, but I don't know. I guess they had blossomed enough to where the flower protected where the fruit would be, and then it blossomed a second time. So we had some early blueberries and some later. Now that's also a good reason to have a blueberry that like a early, mid, and late blooming blueberries, is because they're also going to bud at different times. So if you do have a frost, you have a little protection there. So they're all looking fabulous. And the last one here. So all looking great. All looking beautiful. Now I've been tempted to try and root a fig in my little jar root, but you can see starting to get their tips on them. Persimmon, not persimmon, pomegranate, apples. Looking on the apples now, the orange did lose all of its leaves almost, but we'll see what happens. It'll probably bounce back and put new branches off on the sides. I'm not too worried about it. We did get down to near, I don't know, like 17, but I don't know. It should have been okay. It's supposed to be good down to 15. Now, the geese have been hanging out back here during the day, which I'm happy because they're fertilizing back here quite well. Peach blossoms Peach buds are forming. This other one's further along. That's a pawpaw tree. So it's starting to get its buds. So that's good. Looks like we might get more fruit this year off of these two. We'll see. This pawpaw put out a lot last year. This older fig. I don't know. Here's the peach tree. You can see it's loaded with buds. It needed to be cut back a lot. And I did cut back 2 limbs, but I don't see any signs of life on those yet, which is fine. But I do have a new branch coming up. So if I need to, I mean, I'm not hurting yet on this tree. At this point, I could actually just cut it down and, you know, to here all the way around and start over. But we've never had any peaches off of this, and it's too big. I let it get out of control. So, yeah. And the persimmon, it's okay. It's doing fine. But I did do the right thing here. Like when I did get the tree, it was very tall, right? So it was about as tall as this. And I cut it down to, they say knee height. So the apples, when they come up this year, I'm going to cut those down to knee height once they come up in the spring. So they're not all fruit trees, but some fruit trees do better when you do that. So that you start having them pruned for picking height. And that's the thing with that peach tree, it got away from me. So I just need to trim it up some. But I don't know, I have a busy couple weeks ahead, so I don't know what I'll be getting done with the gardening stuff, but I'm still like, I know I haven't put much content out this week, but I'm really pushing to, this is my asparagus garden. It's not looking good. We need to just dig everything up and move it elsewhere, because these trees are now shadowing this area anyway. So they've gotten tall enough. But yeah, see the Canadian geese come over here and they poop all over this tarp. They like it because it's warm, and they like it because water will accumulate on here that they can drink. So they're really enjoying it. Anyway, well, I think that ends. Chris has got.
This is from the first row.
Did you from the first row only?
Yeah, I haven't touched the second row yet.
Wow, look at him. Let him go.
Try not to trim them back too far, too.
I'll try and put these all in here.
Okay.
And then I'll take all these in and get these started.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's going to overfill it.
Okay.
All right, so thanks for watching, y'all. And we'll see you later. Love you. Bye.